When Rosa Yarte and her son shared the story of a constable coming to their home and serving them with a court summons over school absences, she had no idea it could spark change. Her son Nathaniel said he was fearful of his father picking him up from school and reluctant to go to class.
A lot of stuff is going on lately.
And eventually, his Central Texas School District referred him to truancy court.
I was like shaking the whole time.
It was an outcome more than 12,000 students experienced across Texas that year, a near record high since the state decriminalized truancy for minors. But our investigation found no state agency tracks what happens to those kids during or after truancy court, something that concerns education advocacy groups like Texas Appleseed.
It's kind of a mystery that once these students are referred to court, what is the court actually doing? What action is the court taking? And whether this is helping students.
A new bill filed this week by Texas Senator Judith Zaffirini could change that. Under SB 1850, truancy courts would have to report how many students each school district referred to court, broken down by race, disability status, and whether the student is experiencing homelessness or pregnancy. Truancy courts would also have to report to the Office of Court Administration if they order a student to get their GED, or if they issue other remedial orders like community service, something they currently don't have to share with the state. Texas Appleseed says this bill will help lawmakers evaluate if the system is working.
We really appreciate the fact that you did this investigation, which brought this this gap in information to light for people to be able to work on.
It's important that people know that that is a thing that happens and they see the real impact and the real people.
The education research group IDRA says with increased data, the state should also increase resources for schools to jump in before referring students to court.
We got to support the staffing at schools to help do those interventions so that they don't feel compelled to just push a student into the court system and sort of pass the buck, and give them the resources where they are so that a family doesn't find themselves in court when they really shouldn't be.
What about sending somebody out to the home to make sure the family's okay, to see what's going on in their situation, instead of just, okay, here's a paper, go to court.
Nathaniel's mom says he's now enrolled in a charter school. She's hopeful this new bill will lead to increased understanding.
A lot of children come from broken homes and have things going on in their personal life to where sometimes they can't attend school, and that actually shows us that somebody actually cares.
And our team also reached out to the Texas Municipal Courts Education Center because justices of the peace and municipal courts are the ones that handle truant conduct cases. And if this bill passes, they would be the ones submitting the data to the Office of Court Administration. So far, we have not heard back.
Okay, and Kelly, what else would this bill require the courts to report?
Well, it would require them to report how often a child is held in contempt of court when the court orders a student's driver's license to be suspended. The courts would also have to report fines minors are ordered to pay.
All right, Kelly Wiley, thank you so much. You can watch that full investigation that led to this legislation online right now at KXAN.com under the Investigates tab.